Good evening. Welcome to the Brotherhood of the Dice. Tonight we are playing a scenario for Call of Cthulhu written by Andy Headley and Mike Sell. It's called Helter Skelter. Joining me tonight are... Let me turn the audio on so they can actually respond in some way, I guess. That might be an idea.
He's pressing buttons.
Professional. So, yes, joining me tonight is Dave the Grey, who will be taking the role of stage actor Chris Dean. Say hello, Dave.
Hello!
There we go. Yeah, yeah, cool. Brit's back with us, and he's playing private investigator Christopher Miller. Hello.
Hello.
God, everyone's being shit.
Oh, this is going well, isn't it? Well, at least it'll spin it out if we nobody's talking. But anyway,
I'm on Twitch.
And Colin. I comes down here. Comes down here. Is it? Oh no. Yeah, the camera's reversed. There it is. Yeah. So Colin is taking on the persona of radio DJ James Scarville.
Greetings.
I'm gonna have to just camera keep getting a shot of the top of your head. We've got Solid Sapper on my left, who is a professional roadie for Jimi Hendrix, no less, and Lemmy
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Lemmy Kilminster. Not it might sound familiar.
Yeah. Slight change on the surname.
Yeah. Well, I've put it to Lem as well. Lem Kilminster.
Right. Yeah.
Just in case. Who knows?
Just in case.
That's the one all the record companies come after us. This is all it took. Just to mention a few names.
And then we got Nitos as Hank Samsonite, Mr. Music.
Hello.
Tank the tank.
I am waving, but you cannot see.
No, we cannot see you because you have not got a camera yet. What is going on? And we've also got Mr. RX. Well, yeah, we haven't got Mr. RX Oliver. Mr. RX Oliver will be playing Frosty, who is a lab technician and drug dealer. But unfortunately, he's got an in-person game this evening, so he won't be joining us until next session. And of course, I'm Dan Luff, and I will be your keeper for this evening. So, before we get any further, I think we'll introduce the characters.
There's something special about this stream tonight.
There is something special about this stream. Well, thank you for reminding me,
There's
Colin.
something a little different about this stream tonight.
Yes, so
We did mention it yesterday,
we did. So,
but we might mention it again.
yes, right now perhaps.
That would be a good time.
So, I'd say this scenario is written by Andy Headley and Mike Sell, and they have been very kind to donate a number of copies. PDF copies of the scenario for us to give away. So we'll be giving away 1 this evening, then 2 on the next session, and then 3 on the third session, which in theory, by my reckoning, should be the last session. But that's probably going to prove, probably come back and bite me.
Wildly optimistic.
Yeah.
So by that definition, at some point they will be giving out 50 PDFs on one of the sessions.
Yeah, we're going to bankrupt him.
Yeah.
We're going to turn him into a pauper. But yeah, so to be in with a chance of winning a copy of the PDF, you need to be in the chat. You need to be active. You need to put in a keyword. You need to put in Helter Skelter into the chat, and we will draw a winner. So we're going to take a break about halfway through, and we're going to draw the winner sometime after the break, whether it's just after or towards the end. Depends if I completely forget again. Which is entirely possible. So I think that's everything. Unless anybody else has got anything to add or anything they want to promote. No,
Yeah.
very good.
We're here.
Well, in which case, oh dear,
We're going to be
it's called
focused
Player
tonight.
2.
We promise we'll be
Razor.
razor sharp, right on it.
So while I change the character name of Andy's thing from Player 2 to what his actual character's called, shall we start
Player 2
with
Might.
Chris?
You got there before, mate.
With Chris Dean. Chris Dean. Who? Tell us a bit about who is Chris Dean.
I am, well, in my head, I'm a superstar actor, world famous. Everybody at my, unfortunately, that isn't the case. I do have a slightly better known cousin. I'll let you work out who that might be, but pretty much I'm an actor. But everything that could have gone wrong with my career pretty much has. Not that I'd admit that at all, obviously, but yeah, taken one role, and the one that I turned down has gone on to make $1 million. Meeting the wrong people, falling in with the wrong crowd, never just terminally unlucky with roles and people I know. But I'm still living the dream. One day I am going to make it, just like my cousin. And you can probably find me pretty much anywhere where I've got a chance of meeting a half-decent agent, or there might be some press to take my picture, get me in a paper, any paper, student rag. I'll settle for anything at this point. Just make me famous. That's all I ask. Is that too much?
Very good. So then we've got James Scarville.
Yes, I am James Carville, also known as DJ Moonglow Jim.
Moonglow Jim.
Moonglow Jim. A well-known disc jockey of Monolith Sounds, a subsidiary of Monolith Records.
Sorry to interrupt you. Did we say it was well known, or isn't he on a downward sort of? Did we say it was still relevant?
People have made, what it was, there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. I had friends that'll, girl sent a taxi, from the company to pick her up at school so her Uncle Jimmy could mind her, and for some reason people are taking exceptions to that. I don't know, it's all perfectly innocent.
Okay.
But yeah, there's been a few rumblings of that. So obviously I'm doing a lot of charity work and turning up events because, it's all about keeping a brave face, and I don't know what these terrible people are talking about. Disgraceful.
No similarities to any real life.
No, this is pure fantasy. Why
Purely coincidental.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay.
Any relation to somebody called James would be.
I think anybody's ever getting done for copyright is.
Is it Mike Reed as well? Your picture. It looks like Mike Reed.
Just coincidental, it's a strange universe we live in. Where things.
Yeah. So have you got?
Like
So chat wants to know if you've got a DJ voice. If you've got your
What's
special
your DJ voice?
Your DJ voice.
Oh, I don't think I really have one. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you do? That's why are you on the late show?
Yeah, late night.
Yeah,
Late
2 o'clock in the
night
I'll
morning.
do late night phone-ins and play
Yeah.
a bit of music.
So it's his bog standard voice, just closer to the microphone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Gotcha.
Like most DJs,
Yeah.
but like a Christopher a Moyles type,
No, God.
doesn't really have a DJ voice. Just
Oh, I'll
people
picture
like
him whispering Bob Harris.
Oh, yeah.
No? Okay.
Sweep that one under the carpet.
Yeah. I like whispering Bob. So, it was alright. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Right, and then next in line we have got the man himself, Lem Kilminster.
Originally from the UK, grew up in England. When I was early teens, parents had split up, and I moved with my dad to America. He bought me a guitar as a kid, like to play. You might recognise that handsome chap there that's up on the screen. Learned to play the guitar a little bit. Desperate to get into the music scene, so I thought I'd come to Hollywood, see what's out and about around here. And as you can imagine, in the 60s of the music scene, there's quite a few famous people dotting around, and I've bumped into a few. And I'm actually roadieing at the moment for the man himself, Jimi Hendrix. So it's party hard. A lot of hard things going off, a lot of hard fighting, drink, drugs, you name it. We're into it. And I think I'm going to make it one day. I think my cards are up there. I'm definitely gonna. You'll see more of me. Heavier the better is basically what it's going to be. We're just going to get in there, tear it up, smash it up, and just have a good time.
Excellent.
So I know a couple of people around the place. I've come across certain DJs, Moonshine Jim, whatever his name is, I can't remember. I'm too blasted. Whenever I bump into him, I've met him at a few parties. Seems an all right guy, playing some shit music though.
It's the music of the people.
Yeah, fuck the people. That's my backstory.
Excellent. And next, over to my of the right or my left, whichever you want, we've got Hank Samsonite, who is providing incidental background music at the Federigo party.
Yeah, hi, I'm Hank Samsonite. I came in from Nashville, Tennessee, and I've been there. I've done it all. I've had success. I've sold thousands of albums, maybe millions of albums, who's counting? But the rock and roll lifestyle just took its toll. Too much sex, too much drugs, and too much rock and roll, baby. Now I'm just mellowing out because it's all just too much. I just go from town to town on my Harley Davidson, picking up gigs wherever I can and keeping a lower profile than I used to.
Okay. And then finally, we have got Chris Miller, Private Eye.
So, I am ex-Hollywood police. I used to work Vice as a detective, but I was let go for being overly aggressive with culprits, and I assaulted another officer. So I've now left the force, and I'm working as a private eye. I have anger issues. I can't.
Is that because you're only an inch high?
Say again.
Is that because you're only an inch high?
Because I'm a what?
An inch high.
Private eye.
Shy Private Eye. Oh dear me.
I still don't get it. I can't tell what he's saying. What did he say?
Inch high, private eye.
References
Inch
to
high.
an old cartoon.
No.
Only Dave
No, I
remembers.
don't get it.
No.
Sorry.
No, do you not remember the cartoon?
No. So
Clearly too young.
Behave, I'm only 41.
maybe I'm too old. No, don't get it. Sorry. So anger issues. So I've turned to Buddhism. So I try to calm myself using this new religion, what I found. And I'm currently working for the wife of the guy that's having this party. I can't remember his name.
Rory Federigo is the...
Federigo.
Yeah, Federigo.
So they wouldn't really know why I'm there, would they?
No, they wouldn't. No.
So I'm currently in employment, and that's why I'm at the gathering. So
some of you could possibly know each other. So I'll leave it up to you to. I might adjust it if I feel that way. But I'll. Anybody want to volunteer any relationships with any of the other characters?
Anybody been arrested?
Drugs
or prostitution?
All of the above.
Yes.
So I might know your face, maybe.
So there's one character. Unfortunately, he's not here. But there's one character that you do all know, which will be Frosty Jack Harper, who is by day a lab assistant, by night a small-time drug dealer. So he's
Oh yeah.
is known to all of you for reasons which I'll let you decide yourselves. You know, maybe you're a customer, maybe you just know him as a friend. And Detective Miller, you probably know. He's like a contact on the street, most likely. At the very least, like I say, you might, if you want your relationship with him to be something more than that, it's entirely up to you. But at the very least, you'd know him as like a word on the street, somebody you go to for a bit of info.
It's my snitch.
Yeah, it could
Or
be a
ex-snitch.
Yeah. So, Chris. So, like I said, there are some sort of links between people that I'm gonna insist on. But if you want to establish more than that, it's up to you. So, Chris, Dean, and James Scarville, you both know each other. You're sort of maybe not best friends, but you know, through the business, you know, you've come to know each other as on your way down the spiral.
What are you trying to say? I'm on my way up, man.
Loosely.
Definitely, 100% on my way up.
Just want to check out rock bottom to see what it's like.
But yeah, so what about Chris Dean? Other than James Scarville, does he know anybody else that's at any of these others that's at the party? Or does he not? He might not. He might just know James. It's entirely, like I say, I'll leave it entirely up to you. Mission Impossible.
Not that mission.
Random.
Or do you want a moment to think about that, Dave?
Can he hear us?
I can hear you. So I know most people in passing because I try and go to all of the parties.
We'd have probably bumped into.
Yeah. Whether people want to be seen with somebody who's on the way down rather than the way up is possibly more the question. But I will happily hang around anybody that I think might help me get a foot on the ladder.
You're not the worst person we've hung out with.
Oh, now that would be the DJ.
Don't know what you mean.
Yeah, who keeps inviting him?
Even I've got some sort of standards. And I have been arrested probably more times than the DJ.
Okay.
The DJ hasn't been arrested. Thank you very much.
That's because he's boring.
Pending.
Sureless lies.
Yeah.
Because he's in bed in daytime and he's working at night on his late night talk show. Up with a partridge or something like that.
Oh, is that the name of the show? Up with the partridge.
Whereas,
The Night Owls.
Or you could be like that woman off the Warriors.
Oh yeah.
You
She's
know what I
great.
mean?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I do not.
You've never seen Warriors?
Right. The old. I thought you was.
No, the old.
Yeah, the old. Yeah.
Warriors, come out to play.
Yeah, the woman who was like the DJ on it.
Yeah.
yeah.
He blackberries.
Yeah,
Seen
that's
that in
it.
years.
I watched it with my 6-year-old the other day. It was great.
Is it Warriors where they get that guy and they tie that brick to his gonad and throw the brick off the bridge? Or is that the other
That's
one?
old school, isn't
I
it?
thought that were old school, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Okay. So sorry. So who does Chris know then, apart from Mr. Scarville?
So yeah, I've got a passing acquaintance. I think with probably all of them, because we're all going to be at much the same sort of parties on occasion.
Yeah.
And the detective will almost certainly have arrested me at least once.
Would that have been
so-
when he was still employed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, as a policeman.
Yes.
Yeah. Whether he would acknowledge me at a party and whether I would acknowledge him is probably a different matter because
Okay.
more of a business relationship, if you like, there.
Fair enough. And how about James Scarville? Was there any other links to the rest of the people?
Uh,
I mean, like I say, it can just be Christine, but it's up to you.
yeah, I would imagine just through the social scene, we've seen each other around, but no great personal connection. That makes sense. We're just, the seen to be seen type. And the appear, it's a sort of head nodding, that sort of thing.
Uh-huh. So, what, in relation to everybody else, you mean? Or...
Yeah, well, everyone else in the group, sort of, we've seen each other, but I wouldn't say we've had any great personal connections.
So
Yeah,
you know
we
the
all-
names, you
we
know the
all like-
faces. You've tried to talk to them, and they've rebuffed you.
Mugged him off.
Yeah, you're the one that we keep like whispering about, and then the room goes silent when you walk in.
Oh, is that the way it is? Right.
Shit is
Yeah.
boring blokes.
Like every other game. Sensing a pattern here, you fuckers.
that boring DJ is here again. Look busy.
And how about Mr. Lem Kilminster? Has he got any friend? Or is he just aware that they exist, or does he have any relationship with anybody else?
On a professional level, I know Miller quite well. He's arrested me quite a few times.
Would that I guess that would have been when he was employed on the force. So, I guess.
Yeah, so he's arrested me on numerous things so many times that he recognises me and is like, and so we're not friends, but we know each other and we've spoken stuff like that. And
On first name terms now.
yeah, we're on first name terms.
I like this group.
I know of James Scarville, obviously because of the radio, and I've seen him at parties and things like that, like music industry parties and stuff like that.
And you've heard the rumours.
I've heard the rumours. Yeah. Something to do with fishers. But yeah, I've heard all the rumours. I know about him, and Mr. Christine. Again, I know about him. I know he's on a downward trajectory. Sorry, I'm looking at it the wrong way.
Going up.
Yeah, so I know him because I hang around with Mr. Hendricks as a roadie, and we're on good terms. And that he hangs around like a bad smell, he's trying to on the in. He's always on the cusp, like looking in, trying to weasel his way in. I'm like, fucking hell, like Christine's here again.
Do you want to stub your cigarettes out on me, Mr. Hendricks?
Yeah, we throw cans of beer at him, and he's like, Jimmy just throws a can of beer to me. He's like, ah! He loves it.
Reflected glory.
Yeah. He likes me. Yeah, he's
dear.
like that, and we're like, oh, what a turd.
Very good.
And so we throw fag butts at him and stuff like that, and just drinks and stuff. And like, yeah.
And how about Hank Samsonite?
Well, people just forgot me because I was on tour with Jimi Hendrix not that long ago, and Mr. Rhodey over there just totally forgot who I was, and
Especially with the seventh support. You were
Yeah.
on 1 o'clock in the afternoon, mate.
When the cleaners were there.
Yeah.
we used to hang out. We used to drink and smoke and just have a good time, and it's because he's a lightweight. That's what it is.
When we were setting up, we were just getting out of the van, and he'd done, and he were on his way home off the bed. Always carrying a glass of warm milk. That was rock and roll.
So who is Hank familiar with, friends with, or associated with, or what's is it just Mr. Kilminster, or he pretends to know Mr. Kilminster?
Pretends to. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Another tagger on.
Well, Mr. Blooming Rhodey over there, but yeah, okay. Yeah, that's about it. And
I'm guessing this game isn't about boosting self-esteem in real life or anything.
Oh no,
You wouldn't have thought so.
quite the opposite.
and our friendly local drug dealer. I know
Yeah,
him.
yeah. So, like I say, you can decide on your association with Frosty, whether like I say, whether it be customer, friend, or or something else entirely.
Debtor.
Debtor. And okay, and what about Chris Miller? What
I think
association does he
everyone's
have?
done it for me, so yeah, I will recognise Lem Kilminster for his various arrests, and did we say Christine as well?
Yeah.
What about Hank Samsonite? Maybe it's too much if I know everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I've been done once for drink driving, but other than that, I've kept a clean sheet, really.
Maybe I was involved somehow in the others,
Yeah.
and that's how I know them. But you've escaped my vision.
Eagle eye.
And then
Escaped everybody's attention, Hank Samsonite, I think.
Frosty, if it's okay with him, maybe a snitch. I know he's a snitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay.
Or I know what he does, maybe.
Yeah, so like I
Let him
say,
decide.
you'll know his. I mean, most of you might know, but you certainly know it. So he's employed as a lab assistant, and he uses that to his advantage to procure what he needs to find out to concoct his supplies for his nighttime businesses. So yeah, like I say, I've got just some additions to that myself. As Christine, so Frosty, so Lem, you obviously, I mean, you already said so. You obviously you'll have come to this party as part of Mr. Hendrix's entourage, but you're also a friend of Cliff Bluff, who is let me just double check, but I believe Cliff Bluff is a stuntman.
Bruff or bluff?
Bluff. Bluth.
Chris Bluff. Stuntman.
Yeah, so he's a veteran.
I was
Veteran.
watching you writing it down, which is good because I'm not.
So yeah, Cliff Bluff is a veteran stuntman, decorated World War II veteran. It's a bit of a hard case. Is not generally doesn't work too much anymore, but is quite. He's still got good connections within the Hollywood set, so he gets invited to all the right parties and all this kind of thing. It looks a little bit like Brad Pitt.
Who's that?
Well, yeah, exactly. You don't know Brad Pitt, but this is. Let me see. this is what this looks like. Probably get done for like stealing somebody's image here. But anyway,
See you caught, Mr. Pitt.
Well, we all know what Brad Pitt looks like, so you don't really need to put.
Well, it doesn't look. It's kind of it's kind of a lucky.
Yeah, but he's in nappies at the moment.
Yeah.
Steady on.
So this isn't Brad
Jim
Pitt.
Scarville will be
but
getting
this-
his mates excited.
There you go.
All right. Yeah. He's like
Brad
a wish.
Pitt.
He's like a
Brad
wish.
Pitt from
Wish.
Wish.com.
from Wish or Temu.
Yeah.
Is this Brad
Yeah, it's
Pitt
all
aftermath?
Yeah, if Brad Pitt had a stroke.
Okay, that's it. That's this guy's lawyer's after its name, I imagine.
Is that Brad Pitt?
No, it's not Brad Pitt. No, it is.
No,
it is a Brad Pitt. A looky like.
Brad
A
Pitt
look
adjacent.
alike.
Yeah, yeah.
Lookalike.
Alleged.
I
lookalike.
apologise.
Yeah, if you had a squint.
Sorry, Mr. Random Person on the internet.
Just using your picture. Oh, we've all done that.
getting
It was there on the internet. It's open for use. If it's on the internet, it's open.
That's it. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
send a declaration that you're up for fair crime.
You have to be used and abused. Yeah. So yeah, you're a friend of Cliff Bluff. So you've kind of been hanging around with him at the party. Although he has disappeared, he's gone off and wandered off with other people, and you haven't seen him for a while. So Christopher Miller, you're here as a guest of Carol Federigo. But of course, you know you're here to give your final report on her husband's philandering. James Scarville, you're at the party because you have managed to blag an invitation off somebody. Maybe you pestered somebody till they just gave you an invitation just to get you to go away. You were supposed to get one for Chris as well, for Chris Dean as well, but you didn't. You couldn't get one. You're supposed to be meeting him out. You're supposed to be meeting him outside the party, outside the Federigo mansion. Hank, you're also already in the party. You've been hired to provide background music in the main room of the house, and perhaps also hoping to catch the attention of Rory Federigo, who is the CEO of Monolith Records and owner of the house. So, let us begin. So, it is. Let's have some music, in fact. Let's have a bit of background music, shall we? And find out if these sound levels are way too high or not. So if anybody at home can tell us if these sound levels are just ridiculously loud, that would be most welcome. If it's going to actually play. There we go. So, it is New Year's Eve in 1965, and war engulfs Los Angeles and the world. Only a few months ago, an uprising in the black majority neighborhood of Watts in response to an act of excessive force by the LAPD resulted in 34 deaths and an entire city blocks in ashes. Tension between the black community and the police remain high, and there are disturbing rumours of a coming race war. While Watts
Angie
burned...
says there's no music.
Oh, there's no music.
I can hear it.
I can't hear it.
I can.
I can hear it.
That is odd.
I can't hear no music.
Okay, 1 second. I shall do it this way instead.
That could be. Am I hearing it through Foundry on?
Yeah, you should be hearing it through Foundry, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. How about now? Can people hear it? There it is. Cool. Is it too loud? What's the volume level like?
Still here.
Why can't I hear it?
You can't hear it
Nice
now, Andy.
level.
No, don't worry about it.
Oh well, no, it's a shame. I can't hear it either, to be honest. Just up in 10%. There we go. Right, so I'll start again. So it is New Year's Eve, 1965, and war engulfs Los Angeles and the world. Only a few months ago, an uprising in the black majority neighborhood of Watts in response to an act of excessive force by the LAPD resulted in 34 deaths and an entire city blocks in ashes. Tension between the black community and the police remain high, and there are disturbing rumors of a coming race war. While Watts burned, Lyndon B. Johnson's presidential administration scored its first major military victory in Vietnam, a victory that has been leveraged into hundreds of millions of dollars in increased military funding and tens of thousands of new soldiers drafted and shipped across the Pacific. Don't trust anyone over 30 is a common refrain among the dissenting youth. But none of that matters tonight. It's New Year's Eve, and the hippest, swankiest party of the year is happening in the Hollywood Hills at the Federigo Mansion. Rory Federigo is the CEO of Monolith Records, the hottest label on the West Coast, especially after the recent signing of The Doors of Perception. In fact, The Doors of Perception will be playing tonight, though the performance will certainly pale in comparison to the movie stars and political bigwigs attending the gala. If there's one place to be tonight, it's right here on Blue Jay Way. Right, so Chris. Mr. Chris Dean.
Hello.
Hello.
No, somebody didn't get me a ticket.
No. Well, you're not aware of that yet. You're not aware of that yet. So you're outside. You're outside the Federigo mansion. Let me just show you the Federigo mansion. In fact, go the Federigo mansion. There it is. There it is. There's the Federigo mansion.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice. So yeah, you're outside the Federigo mansion. It's about checking your watch. It's maybe you're not sure if the watch is working or not. It sounds don't like looks like it's stopped working. It's about 9:45, maybe 10 o'clock. You're not entirely sure. It's quite cold. You've been stood out here for a good half an hour now, waiting for James to appear with your invitation. And a fog has started to roll in, sort of obscuring the most, obscuring what was initially a good view of the valley below. And you can hear the party beyond the walls of the mansion. A trill of laughter, a buzz of conversation, and beneath it, a steady 4x4 rock and roll beat. You can smell it too, even from this distance. A fragrance of wood smoke, grilled meat, chlorine from a heated pool perhaps, tobacco, and a heavy dose of marijuana.
Where is that guy?
Oh, we were meant to meet outside?
Yes. I take it there's some sort of doorman.
Yes, there are security on the gate. Big guys in suits.
They know who I am, though. I'm famous. I'm going to try and blag my way in, I think. I've waited far too long. There's only one person that I wait for, and he's not the person that provides tickets to a cheap party like this. So, yeah, I think I'll go and try and blag my way in.
Okay.
So definitely know. They must surely know who I am, who my cousin is.
So
Throw my cousin's name in there. I'm desperate enough.
go on then.
Pretend to be him.
Yeah, what's your acting skill?
45.
Oh wow,
Ooh,
not bad. Although that's below. I think 50% is minimum required for maintaining a professional career.
That's
Sure.
high shit.
that's why he's on the way down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am 5 points short. But you never know.
Yeah, yeah.
If I put enough practice in over the next 3 sessions, maybe I'll get it over 50%.
Yeah, maybe
And
redeem yourself.
I'll
And
start going back up again.
get that spot as the back end of the horse in Mother Goose.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna try and.
I'm just going to I'm going to go with a full-on bluff of them knowing, just expecting them to know who I am, so I can just walk in and get waved on through without me even asking to see my ID.
Uh-huh.
You don't need to see my identification. They're going to recognise me. I'm just going to walk in, wave to them as I go past, and yeah, swan in. They're not
Okay.
going to stop me.
Oh, stopped. It's weird. Okay, just bear one moment. I have a technical issue as I just refresh my window.
And the first combat rule of the evening.
I wasn't expecting combat this early.
What exactly are you going to say
maybe,
to them then?
I'm just going to go like, evening, guys, and confidence is a preference, except what is known as. So no, I'm just going to walk in, wave to them as I go, and just, yeah, absolute confidence that they're just going to go and let me through.
Okay, so as you try and walk past them, so one of them just like puts a big, huge hand, probably a hand larger than your head, on your chest, and and forcibly pushes you back, nearly staggering, nearly knocking you off your feet. Says, "Where do you think you're going? Invitation, sir."
I've not got any pockets. Come on, you know who I am. Everybody knows who I am. They're waiting for me.
It's invitation only. I don't care who you are. I've got my orders.
Oh, come on, man. I'm Christine. You know me. I've been here loads of times.
Christine?
Chris Dean. But I like your style. You know, I've not heard that one before.
You can make a persuade roll. All right,
Do a man a solid.
you'll need an extreme success.
Please do me a solid.
Right, he just said the other one looks at his look. Clear off, Christine.
Fine. I'll be back though. Then you'll be sorry.
Only if you've got an invitation. Otherwise, you'll be out on your ass this time. Out on your ass. Sorry. Oh, your ass. That's too British. Okay, so as you turn and walk away, there's you hear a little bit of commotion. Well, not commotion, but you hear voices behind you, and a man. You can make a note. You can make a no roll. See if you recognise him.
Oh wait. Oh. There it is.
Okay, right.
No, it's not.
No. Oh dear, no.
No idea.
No, an idea roll. So yeah, no.
I was trying to bluff, but you know.
Okay. So yeah, this guy comes staggering out. He's got fit. He's not wearing. He's certainly not wearing the a black shirt and tie that we were led to believe is the required dress code for this party. And he comes staggering out, clearly drunk, at the very least drunk, possibly worse for wear for other substance as well. And he comes staggering out, supported by two pretty young things, two pretty hippie chicks. And they lead him staggering over to a waiting car. And as he gets in, something falls from his pocket.
It's an invitation, isn't it?
It could be. But at the same time, let me get my to the right place again. At the same time, you hear somebody calling your name. And looking over, you see, you recognise the voice. It's James. So James comes walking past the two burly security guards.
James, man, where have you been? I nearly got beaten up by security.
I was getting ready. What are you going to
Have you got the invite?
What happened to be invited me? Of course your name's on the list. Did you not speak to the gentleman and tell him who you were?
You might want to go and have a word with him.
Oh, certainly, leave that with me. No. Toddle on. Is your friend okay?
Is he being scooped back up by...
Yes.
Maybe give him a hand?
Yeah, the two women. Yeah, they've got him into the back of the car, and the car's already driving away.
I'll go and see what it was he dropped. Because if it's an invite, that's going in my pocket.
Okay. So.
Because I've met James before, and he is just not reliable in the slightest.
So you can give us a look roll.
I bet I can. How many rolls can a man fail on the trot.
Okay.
There it is.
3 so far. 3 and counting.
So you go over and bend down. It is, to your surprise and relief, it is indeed a invitation. The name Cliff Bluff is on it.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll pocket it. You know those two fellas.
Yep.
Is there another entrance to this place?
There might be. I suppose you could have a look.
Yeah, I'll have a look, see if there's a second entrance.
Okay. So what's James doing? Scarville.
Well, I'm just going to go to the door and... Evening, fellas.
They nod. It says, "Evening. Can we help you, sir?"
Flash the invitation.
Yeah, we've just seen that.
You say, did Chris get on the list? Spoke to Steve about it earlier on today. He said he's going to sort it out.
Chris who, sir?
Christine, has he not spoken to you yet?
You mean this? You mean this gentleman? You mean that gentleman over there? They look up and he's
I
gone.
think he's a way to help his friend there. She's fallen down. But the people started partying already.
So Mr. Dean, as you call him, has already made several attempts to enter the party. He's not on the list, I'm afraid. It's invitation only, as you should know, Mr.
Scarville.
Mr. Scarville. And they kind of
That's,
exchange glances.
I knew there was a problem with the printers today. Were you aware of that? We couldn't get the ran out of the gold leaf. Absolutely, you think the professionals will have this sorted, but apparently they ran out of the gold leaf for these things, and that's why there's a list. Well, that's what I was told anyway.
You can make a fast talk, I guess.
And make a what? The music's kind of
a fast talk. Is it too loud?
fast. Yeah, it's kind of going over the. Oh god, I've got to find fast talk. This is going to be brilliant.
I'll roll it for you if you want.
That's okay. I can fluff up your own rules.
So close.
There was a chance.
Says without word from Mr. Without word from Mr. or Mrs. Federigo, then I'm afraid that's no go.
Oh, well,
You need invitation. You need an invitation.
Oh, right. That's a shame. Do you know what? When a man will maybe mention it to them, and maybe someone will come out to speak to you.
They just kind of shrug and look at you.
Yeah. Well, anyway, have a good evening, fellas. Hopefully, you have a quiet one.
Okay. So what are you doing? You going back in, or are you following your friend?
No, I'm gonna go in. And resolve this. I just there over. I'm gonna go and have a word. There's a problem with the printers today. I'll get it sorted. We'll get this cleared up, and I just sort of scoodle on in. I did try.
Yeah.
Bye, Christine.
I've fully intended to go and speak to Rory and just explain the terrible situation. However, if I get distracted and if he's too busy, what can I do? What can I do?
Try harder.
Okay, so you head back inside, in through the wall of blue smoke and marijuana haze, flashing lights, the dancing party people, all the chatter and laughter. Probably just go over and instantly forget about Chris and pick up a drink.
That's a terrible accusation. That I fully intend to get this sorted. Just oh, hello.
So what's Mr. Dean doing?
I'm going to try and find a different entrance with some doormen that don't know my name.
Okay, so there is in fact almost round the back of the house. There is in the wall that's this tall wall that surrounds the property. There is a small side door.
I'll hit that one.
Okay. You can give us a look roll.
And way.
Okay, so you try the door and it's locked. So you kind of turn around and and as you're just as you're about to walk off, you hear the handle rattle and somebody staggers out through the door and vomits into the on the sidewalk.
I'll catch the door and go, "You all right there, fella?"
Kind of, it looks up here. It's like really pale. There's like vomit dribbling out of his mouth. It's got. You can make a spot hidden roll actually.
Looking for cards.
No.
So yeah, you probably don't even pay much attention. You know, it's not really interested. And there's an opportunity too good to be missed.
Go steady, my man, and I'll go through the door.
Okay.
I'll leave it on the snick for him, just because I'm not a complete knobend.
Very well. So in the main room of the house, it's kind of a really large room, almost like the size of a ballroom. It's awash with sound and laughter, boisterous conversation, a squeal of delight here, breaking glass there.
Now it's just me.
Chris Miller, you scan the room, taking in at one glance the sunken conversation pit, the massive saltwater aquarium behind the curving bar that's groaning with the amount of food and drink piled up on top of it, the exquisitely hip furniture and timeless artworks, and most of all, the people. Important people. Beautiful people. Important people who think they're beautiful, and beautiful people who probably think they're important. Is that Cary Grant over there? And is he talking with the mayor? So there's off to one side of the room, there's this almost painful plinking coming from the piano of like a house musician who's been employed to provide some background music. What do you want to do?
Is there any way I can turn this dreadful music off?
You could also go.
No.
Oh, the music in the game.
Because I can hardly hear you, and I can't find the settings in Foundry.
Can you see
when you come in? But for the thing, there's no.
It's because Sam has turned them off.
All right.
So
okay.
we can't.
I shall give them back to you. 1 second.
I just want to switch it off. This is my anger is rising.
1 second.
And I've not brought me book.
Playlist. There we go.
There you go. Meditate. That's better.
Bliss.
Thank fuck for that. Right.
That's like a proper party. What?
Yeah.
And then just do the awkward thing. The music cuts out.
Remind me. Had Mr. the what's he called? Federico.
Rory Federico.
Had Rory been having an affair?
So Rory is having numerous affairs, which a lot of these Mrs. Federico isn't particularly concerned about. What seems to what annoys her more and what she's had you checking up on is his latest fascination is with the hippie set, the pretty young people, and in particular, you found is taken to hanging out at the Venus Hot Dog Bar, which is kind of a social hub in Hollywood. It's just a typical typical cheap hot dog by themselves. The food's bad. But for whatever reason, it's one of those places where people from all walks of life congregate, whether it be prostitutes, drug dealers, Hollywood stars and musicians, all kinds of people from all walks of life all congregate on this at this one place, this Venus Hot Dogs, and Rory Federigo has become a particular regular at this hot dog stand, where he is taken to paying for the affections of various young people there, in particular young men.
So who owns the hot dog place?
So it's just it's a random person. The person, it's a person of no. I can come up with a random name for you if you want.
Oh no, I just.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not the person that's. They're not. So like I said, there's nothing significant about the place itself, other than for whatever reason, it's just kind of it's seen as this trendy hip place to hang out. It's like the place itself is nothing particularly. Other than that, the place itself is nothing particularly special about it.
And I seem to remember you mentioned something about the daughter. Did I find something about the daughter?
Yes. So the daughter, she has taken to hanging out with a certain Charles Manson and his family. He's kind of you know him from back when you were on the force. He's kind of he's got a charge sheet as long as your arm, like petty crime, petty theft, prostitution, assault, and various other things. It recently he's been rising through the social ranks. He kind of disappeared off the scene for quite a while, and then suddenly reappeared, and he's seen as kind of like this social guru, and he's attracted. He's quite good. He's quite attractive, quite good looking, quite charismatic, and he's attracted quite a following around him. And one of these people has been attracted is Kendall Federigo. She's like one of the many hangers-on. Also, while you've been here, you've noticed that that Manson and his followers, that he calls his family, or at least some of them, are present at the party as well.
Have I seen him?
Oh yeah, you'll have seen him. In fact, the last time you saw him, he was probably out on the balcony.
So I've got him down as a bit of a scumbag. But
Yeah.
might be semi-interested in.
It's a bit of a. It's become
like the guru thing might appeal to me a little bit. I might be interested in that, but as a person, I'm not overly keen on him, am I, sir?
No. He's become a bit of a grifter. He's kind of trying to fancies himself. Lately, fancies himself as a musician, and he's very outspoken. Very outspoken anti-capitalist, but at the same time, he spends a lot of time trying to court people in the music industry and film industry.
Just full of shit.
Yeah.
Like every champion socialist ever.
So have I spoken to the wife yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
So I'm looking for her then. So that's what I'm here for, isn't it?
Okay. So
where's the husband? Is he?
So the husband, the husband, he's mixing the crowd. You've seen him a couple of times. He's already very drunk, possibly intoxicated on other things as well. And you've seen him see him staggering around the party, almost always arm in arm with a couple of young girls.
So in public he's with women.
Oh yeah.
But in private he likes boys.
Well, from what you understand, it's he's not fussy.
All right.
It's just lately he's shown more of a preference towards the young men that hang around the like Venus hot dogs. Right. So.
He likes the sausages.
Yes, could say that. In fact, there's a bit of a yeah.
So the hot dogs.
In fact, you've probably overheard people like while you're being while you're here, you've maybe while being stood at the bar waiting for Mrs. Federigo, there's a group of party guests sat in like a sort of small settee around a table. Two white men and a black woman, all dressed kind of chicly, holding drinks, passing a joint between themselves and whispering and giggling amongst themselves. But you managed to overhear from what I hear, Rory's grown quite a taste for well-dressed hot dogs. But you eventually spot Carol Jones Federigo. She's moving about the party, moving about the room, playing the perfect host, killing people's, passing people drinks, checking on people, making sure, like ordering the domestic staff around, making sure they're serving the guests. And she's wearing a pair of go-go boots and a sweater dress with a bold purple and white abstract pattern. Lots of expensive jewellery. And in one hand, she's got a large tumbler that's full to the brim with vodka, and in another hand, a cigarette. Which, as you see her draw the last drag from the cigarette, and instantly lights another.
Did we say she was putting it about as well?
Yeah. Like I say, so it's kind of, you got the impression from when you were given the job, you got the impression that there was some, not necessarily consensual. It's kind of a not very well kept secret between them. They're both aware of it, but they don't speak about it. But it's this activity down at Venus Hot Dogs that's kind of put her nose out of joint. That's really annoyed her.
So I'll get her attention. I'll probably even go up to her and say, get her attention. Could we have a word in private?
She kind of looks at you and goes, who are you again? The Detective Miller?
But private eye. I'm no longer on the...
Oh, yes, of course, yes. I'll be just... She points to a corridor leading off this main room, like a back corridor. She says, if you head down there, I'll join you in a moment. Just got to mingle, speak to a few of the guests. I'll join you in a moment.
So I'll tootle off where she says them.
Okay. So, meanwhile, so Lem, you're stood at the side of the pool amongst all. Let's change the. So you're stood at the side of the pool amongst all the throng of the crowds. Part of the right in the middle of the party, people is like dancing. Everyone's this massive sort of courtyard done out in all ornamental like arty statues and bits of architectural works of art. It's dominated by a large swimming pool, and from the like hanging set up in the palm trees there's lights shining down. Tiki torches set up all around, like in flashing red and yellow tiki torches around. And there's just, like I said, there's just a whole mixture of people, celebrities, politicians, musicians. So there's probably maybe about 100 people here. Movers, shakers, trendsetters, artists, actors, hip hangers-on and wannabes with connections. Like I said, there's loads of famous people. As you can see, there's Steve McQueen, Karen Black, Jack Nicholson, Dustin Hoffman, Cary Grant, Anne Margaret, Robert Redford, to name but
Christine.
I can just see him peeking on the fence in the background, like struggling to get up.
But yeah, and also there's musicians like Michelle Phillips, Cass Elliot, Dennis Wilson, Stevie Wonder, Tina Turner, and Ike Turner.
Hank Samson.
Who?
What do you mean, who? Okay, I haven't always been called Hank Samson.
Sonny and Cher, and of course your employer, Jimi Hendrix. So there's also like dozens of servers and bartenders and other catering staff doing milling around, doing the best to keep the event running smoothly. They're all dressed in starched white shirts, black pants or skirts, and yeah, they're all constantly moving around, ensuring that everybody's drinks are kept topped up, and passing around snacks and hors d'oeuvres. And what do you want to do?
I've got a bottle of Jack Daniels or some sort of whiskey in my hand anyway. Packet of smokes in other side. I'm pretty sort of had a skinful already, and I've got like some young woman who's in party. Wants to meet Jimi Hendrix and get to know the band. I'm sort of toddling around with her, just bumping into people, just a casual conversation and a quick word with people and things like that. Just sort of milling around, looking around, see who I can see.
Okay. Okay, so give us a no roll. See if there's
anyone who catches my eye.
Yeah. ID roll, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm saying that's no rolls education. It's ID roll. Well, I'll take either, to be honest. But yeah.
Well, whatever. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Okay, so.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, like I said, this you've probably never seen so many famous people, but like Federico is the probably the hippest, most up and coming record label, owner of the most up and coming record label there is at the moment. Particularly the signing, since we've recently signed the Doors. So there's over to one side the pool. There's a stage as well with speakers stacked up either side, and there's some roadies setting up the stage. Some of whom you probably know, and sat ligging about on the side of the stage as well, drinking and smoking, as is the Doors of Perception themselves.
I have wander over to him then.
Okay.
With this young lady.
Okay.
And look at him, I'm like, fellas, how we all doing?
Okay, so the lead singer, this dark and handsome Adonis in tight leather pants, who could probably do with a good shower. He looks up at you with like these sort of wide, bloodshot eyes, like a bottle of Jack, an identical bottle of Jack in his hand as well. He looks up at you a bit bleary-eyed and sees the bottle and clinks it with yours. So yeah, you recognise this is James Morrison, the lead singer of the band.
Yeah.
You can make a spot hidden roll as well. Hey man, what's doing? You one of Jimmy's guys?
Yeah, one of Jimmy's guys.
So he takes a joint from Ray, the keyboard player that's passes in this joint. He takes a deep draw from this joint, and then offers it to you.
And I cheers, and I take it off him and take a massive draw on this joint.
So as you lean in to take it off him, you notice, like I say, his eyes are like bloodshot and bleary, but you're not sure if it's like the lights, all the multicolored lights reflecting off his eyes, but you catch for just for an instant, you catch this almost like rainbow sheen across his eyes, like almost like like an oil slick.
Yeah. I notice it, but I don't do anything about it because I don't know if it's the booze or the drugs.
Yeah.
I'm just like impressed. I'm like, yeah, good shit, man.
Okay, so can you make a Constitution check as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. So
my Constitution is intact.
Yeah.
So yeah, is there any space on like where he's sat on?
Oh yeah, plenty of space. Yeah.
Yeah, I sit down on the settee with him, or the seating where they're sat, passing the joint back. Take a swig and I pull the young girl down as well. She like falls onto my lap and she sits there as well.
Okay.
I'm like, ready for the set tonight?
So it's gonna be a good one. It's a sign of good things to come. When we signed up to Monolith, we're on the up and up.
Yeah, I've seen your star rise, and you're pretty shit on.
Just kind of starts playing with the hair of the girl that's like laid across your lap, and she kind of smiles at him, and then she looks up at you and says, "I better know your star sign."
Try me.
Says, "Don't tell me it's Scorpio, isn't it? Scorpio. That's."
Yeah, it's Scorpio.
And she kind of slips a hand inside your shirt, and she's going, I just, I could tell by your eyes. I think it's so cosmic. This party is the perfect trip ever, the most perfect trip ever created.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. That's how we like it. Ain't that right, Jim?
So Jim's like sort of he's got up and sort of staggered off with a couple of other women, and he's at that point his manager, a woman called Terry Spinoza, she comes stomping over in a 6 feet tall, in a 6-inch heels. She's no nonsense looking woman. You've seen her and spoken to before. You've seen her punch a biker out cold. And she's like long red shaggy hair, but well groomed. These huge loop earrings and sunglasses. And she like takes them off and she's like, says, "Jim, we need to stop that shit. We need to get this set ready." And she like drags him off and starts sort of chelping in his ear. So you can, So while you're watching, you almost miss the girl that's on your lap. She in fact you can make a spot hidden. Cool.
God.
You almost miss it, but she catch her exchanging glances with someone that's standing sort of in amongst a group of record execs.
Do I know that person?
You can make a no roll, yeah. Yeah, it's Charlie Manson.
Yeah.
And he's watching. He kind of looking at you with this almost predatory look. And you, like I say, you almost miss it, but you notice like some unspoken exchange between Manson and this girl sort of laid across your lap, and she reaches inside her blouse and she pulls out a tab of acid, and she goes, without even asking, she goes to try and put it in your mouth, and as she puts it, as she like raises it up, you see it's like this, like I say, it's like a stamp-sized piece of blotting paper, typical acid. You've seen them plenty of times before. This one's got well, I'll show you what it looks like actually. There we go.
Yeah. I take before she takes it off to me, I'm like, where'd you get this shit from?
It's the latest thing. It's the latest thing, man. You gotta try. It's Cthulhu Purple.
Do you get it from Charlie?
Right. She glances back over at him, and he sort of, again, there seems to be this unspoken exchange between them, and then he disappears into the crowd. She says, "Well, what's the matter? Come on, join me. Have a take a trip."
You what's your deal with that guy?
Says that's Charlie. He's the head of the family.
I know who he is.
He looks out for us.
Yeah.
He's a prophet.
Prophet, yeah.
He's the new Messiah, man.
Everyone knows what shit he's into. Everyone's heard the stories about Charlie.
Right,
shit, Charlie's fucking crazy.
She kind of pushes herself up off him. She says, "What? You some kind of square?" And she like storms off.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck you. I get back to the whiskey.
So, Hank, you finished your set in the main room.
How did I go? Was it good?
Give us a performance roll. How much have you got in your art of?
I don't know. It was all changed. It's all gone down to 5s. It was higher than this when I've done the bloody thing. It's all changed.
What?
Yeah, I think mine has too.
I even put in guitar and piano, and now it's not there.
What?
I don't have a clue what's going on.
Shit musician.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know they're your real figures. Stop being delusional.
Strange. You seem to have got a lot in broad. Do you like just punch the keyboard or?
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens. Yeah. Again, my education was. I'm sure my education was not 82 either.
That is definitely the character that you sent me.
Yeah, I know. I need to change my stats, but yeah, I had like 65 in guitar.
Oh, I'll believe you. I'll believe you. Give us a roll.
Yeah.
Is that true, or are you just trying to?
No, I did.
He knows after you said it's got to be above 50 to maintain a professional career.
Yeah.
Give us a performance roll.
Have I got performance?
It is. It comes under. It's an art. It comes under art craft. So
I've got nothing.
you got, you must have some confidence. I shall be kind and give you 45 in piano because you must have some level of skill.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, it's appeared. It's appeared 60%. When I've unlocked the character sheet, it suddenly appeared. Oh, and then it disappears. That's weird.
Yes.
I'll unlock. Yeah, so if you unlock the character sheet, which I've done, so it's piano. Guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to walk around with a piano in my hand, am I?
Well,
I can't hit anyone with a piano.
Maybe
you've got a guitar.
Yeah.
Even better.
Oh yeah, a guitar. Yeah.
A guitar.
Okay.
Guitar.
That's a bit more 80s.
Yeah, probably is actually.
Yeah. So give us a check then.
Right, why is it not letting me click on this thing?
Oh, that's because there we go.
Oh god damn it!
So no, you didn't even get a nobody even noticed that you'd finished.
Christ's sake! I'm good, I promise.
Everybody was immensely grateful that you'd finished.
So what are you doing, Hank?
I'm going to wander around and try and play in earshot. Just kind of in the background, but in earshot of Rory, and maybe go and chat up Cher. See how she's getting on.
Okay, so you're going to try and find Rory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically a busker.
Exactly that. That's exactly what I'm doing.
It's working today. What a busking, why not?
I'm not leaving without a deal. I'm telling you, I'm not leaving without a deal.
Okay. So yeah, give a look roll then. See if you can stumble across him.
Oh god. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, that was a success.
It was. Could have fooled me. My dice disappeared and I couldn't see anything.
It's in the chat. On the chat tab.
The hell's happening then? No, I've got my fail and not anything else. Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, you got 40. You got 40 out of 60.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so you find Rory in the arms of a young woman and a young man. They're kind of staggering around. He's got a bottle of champagne that's half drained. A joint in the other hand, kind of like, so he's got his arms around the shoulder and is kind of drunkenly trying to drink from this bottle of champagne, spilling most of it, and then taking draws from this joint as well. So he's wearing this. So let's get a picture of Rory. Where is he? So this is Rory, although he's not dressed quite conservatively. So he's currently wearing a deep purple velvet tuxedo with a burnt orange shirt, unbuttoned to reveal several gold chains and medallions, and he's also wearing a pair of knee-length black leather zip-up boots, which he seems to struggle to walk in.
How wasted is he?
Very wasted. You can make a spot hidden roll as you approach him.
Oh my god! Who's used up all the good dice rolls?
Wasn't me.
Nobody so far.
Twas me.
God damn it!
Okay, so yeah, you approach me. He's clearly drunk.
Okay, cool.
Yes, if you hear him, he's slurring his words. His eyes are like bloodshot and bulging out of his, but almost like bulging out of sockets. So you suspect he's had, well, you can smell, you can see he's smoking weed. So he's at least drinking and smoking. So what are you doing?
Rory, hey Rory, remember me? I was just playing it 10 minutes ago. I'm here to talk to you about that record deal you offered me.
So you can...
There's a tumbleweed rolls.
It kind of looks at you, this kind of like puzzle look in his face. Yeah. This is what?
You remember? Like, I spoke to you, I spoke to your wife, and you offered me this record deal. Said come down tonight, play for us, and we'll talk it over and sort out this record deal. You don't remember that?
You can make a. I don't know. Are you
Charm?
trying
to charm him?
Are you trying to charm him? I think it sounds like you're trying to bullshit him, aren't you?
No, definitely charm. Definitely charm.
What have you got in bullshit?
10.
Yeah.
Give us a chat. If you can make an extreme charm roll.
Oh my god, he's made it. Oh, Christ. This ain't gonna work, is it?
Hammered?
Oh my god. Oh no, we failed. Okay. It kind of looks as if he like shoves this champagne bottle into your hand. Says, "Go get me a fresh bottle, waiter. Go."
Oh shit.
And he passes this bottle, but he like misses. He kind of lets go of it before even if whether you actually went, go to grab it or not, he lets go before, and it just smashes on the floor at your feet and splashes. Like champagne just goes all over your shoes and all of your trouser leg. And then he staggers off with these two hippies, both of them kind of laughing at you as they stagger off together.
Fucking hippies.
So James, you're in the midst of this throng of party people, and you see Chris suddenly emerge from the hedgerows at the like perimeter of the courtyard.
Just as a bingo. What are you doing back there? Hey man, come on, join the party. What are you doing back there? You exploring the foliage or something?
What?
You getting in touch with nature, man? Party's here.
Christine.
Can't let them know I'm here.
Oh, is it a surprise? Okay, well, I'll let you meditate or whatever it is you're doing, and I'll just...
What happened to my invite?
On the door? Told you I had you, man.
You know it's not. I should knock your teeth out. I'm snurtling here in bushes because if those big lads see me, they're going to bray me. I had to sneak through a side door when somebody came out to throw up in the gutter. I'm having a whale of a time, me.
I don't know what happened there. Just get in there and start talking to people. God's sake. Never mind, those fellas have forgotten about you. Must have had a bad day or something. People starting early here.
You'll have a bad day if you're not careful.
I see you going with a tray and I hand him a flute of champagne off a tray. Relax, we're here.
You owe me so much.
Ah, terrible.
Where's the boss man anyway?
I haven't seen him yet. He might be up in there's 3 different main party rooms and then there's out in the pool.
You promised me, man.
Right, let's go. Start walking towards the second. We're in the main hall, so I'll go to one of the other rooms, the main party rooms.
Well, you're outside in the courtyard at the minute by the pool.
Oh, we're in the pool?
Well, not in the pool, but in the courtyard.
In the pool.
Skinny spin.
There are a few people. I mean, it's free. It's really cold. I mean, there's quite a bit of this courtyard's probably quite exposed. There's quite a cold wind blowing across the courtyard. But despite that, there are a few people who are drunk enough to have decided it's a good idea to get in the pool.
In there. That's okay. I suppose we'll head inside them.
Is there any press in here, by the way, or is it all private?
It's all private. I don't think they want the press seeing this. There's where people let their hair down and just relax, man. You know, it's New Year's Eve. I was thinking needs reporters snooping about. It's probably why the guys in the front door are a bit angsty, and even with the good wishes, they're very by the book, which don't know, man. That I suppose I have to be careful this time of year.
Okay.
Pop or scuzzy tabloid writer sneaking in. That's the last thing this place needs.
I'm going to see if I can find somebody not major famous, but relatively famous that I can talk to.
Okay. Well, yeah. Take your pick. What kind of person you're looking for?
So just not Cary Grant famous, just, you know, medium famous.
Medium famous. Okay, so yeah, like I said, there's plenty of like celebrities right from the A-list down to, you know, sort of.
I'll do the whole. That's in a bit of a group that I can just like snurtle into the group and start nodding along to the conversation.
All right, okay.
This is where I'm going to struggle in this game. Oh yeah, famous people. I'm supposed to know about them. Celebrities. Oh yeah, right. Okay. they're apparently important.
Yeah, just sort of gradually work my way into the conversation. Because they're too polite to tell me to bugger off.
Okay, give us a charm roll.
Yeah, that's going to go well, isn't it? Oh, you never know your luck. You never know your luck.
Extreme.
And there it is.
Every time you've rolled something, it's been 60
Yep.
something.
Oh.
Okay, so the first time you actually open your mouth to like, you know, so to agree with some of your voice, or maybe make this mistake of trying to voice an opinion, they kind of look at you and kind of sidle off, try to say, you know, keep talking, but just kind of slowly edge away. And as you try, as you try to, you know, maybe sort of remain part of the group, some guy comes. You see this guy. You see him before he sees you. He's like staggering, sort of wide-eyed, like staggering from person to person, like falling into him, like, you know, sort of hanging onto the lapels, and people are just like, "Oh my god, get away!" And then he sees you, he spots you, you lock eyes with him, you try and like look down, but he just comes like almost falls into you and like grabs you. Hey man, I just keep shining. I'm just fucking shining, man. Helter fucking Skelter, man.
Yeah. That's lovely. What's your name, man?
He suddenly starts crying, like puts his head like just tucks his head into like the nape of your neck on your shoulder, and you can feel the like tears running down his cheeks and down your neck. He's, oh my god, man! The lights, man, the fucking lights. It's intense. It's heavy shit, man. He says, "Are you Bill? Are you Bill? You're Bill."
I'll just back away a bit.
Oh man! As soon as you start to back away a little, looks you clean, like just locks like straight in the eyes, and you can make a spotting roll.
Ooh.
Okay, you can see
past something.
So yeah, as he stares at you, his like eyes like just like wide, like really wide, and you can see this weird sort of, like I say, maybe it's just the effect of the lights, but for an instant you see this like almost rainbow effect across his eyes, almost like an oil slick in water. So, he says, man, he says, have you seen it?
No, but I'd like to.
It's like puts his hands. He goes, man, the vast mineral consciousness is cosmic. It's just, I just keep shining, man. And then he just seems to spot somebody else and goes staggering off.
Whoa.
Okay, so meanwhile, in the back, in the corridor running out a back corridor running off the main room. So Chris, Mr. Miller, you head down this corridor at the back of the main room where what's the name? Where Mrs. Federigo told you to wait for her to meet you. See, it's there don't seem to be. There's no guests down. It's quite dark. There's no lights on in this hallway. And you begin to wonder. You've been stuck there for a while. And you begin to wonder if you misunderstood and whether you should even be here. There's as you look down, there's like a velvet rope that looked like it was sort of stretched across this hallway, blocking it off, but somebody's knocked it over and it's just like the brass sort of stand that it was connected to is just laying on the floor, and this velvet rope laying on the floor next to it. And in fact, you can, as you sort of strain your eyes in the dark, you can see there's a little sign that says "Family and staff only."
I presume she's not going to be coming anytime soon. I'll have a little wander through.
Okay. So, you sort of, as you kind of wander down the hallway, and there's a door opens, and one of the security staff comes out of what looks like a small toilet, small bathroom, and he looks at you, kind of a puzzled look on his face. And for a moment, it looks like he's gonna say something, perhaps question what you're doing there. And then he just kind of frowns and sort of squeezes past you, almost like as if he's trying his best not to even touch you. With this, he's got this kind of look on his face. Or, in fact, you can give us a psychology roll.
You've got some. No.
Okay. You could spend luck, of course, or you could push it. We've not been doing that. But,
no one's done it, have they?
No.
I'm not spending that much luck.
No.
So he's not doing his job.
No. So
I'll carry on.
Okay. Like I say, he maybe tries to avoid you, looking at you. But yeah, as you get past him, you can see there's two other doors further down on your left, two on the right. The second of which is open, and there's a light on inside.
I'll scoot up to that one then, with the light on.
Okay, so you kind of peer inside, and you can't help notice that the walls are covered with photographs of Kendall Federigo at every stage of life, from a baby through as a small child to teenage years to more recent photos that look like they were taken maybe taken in the last 12 months or so.
Is that the daughter?
Yeah. And at the far end of the room, there's a large, full-length, almost life-size portrait of Kendall in this glamorous, designer ball gown. And then you hear this You hear Ray's voice behind you. And turning around, you see Kendall, Federigo, and her mother, who I keep forgetting the name of, is Carol Federigo. And they're both in the middle of this like heated argument. Obviously, obviously at the moment, initially at least trying to keeping the voices down. You can't. Well, not keeping them down, but you can't to the point that what they're saying is drowned out by the sound of the party. But you can see there's like the angry look on both the faces, and both like gesturing, like sort of prodding and gesturing at each other.
This is back out in the hallway.
Yeah, this is at the end of the hallway. So where you've come, so at the end of the hallway, back towards the room, the main room.
Can I pick up any of the conversation? What they're arguing about?
You can give us a listen roll, I guess.
Why are my stats so shit? I can't remember them being so shit.
Let me have a look at them. See, maybe the characters.
Doesn't matter. 96. Ooh.
Okay. Wow.
Two women screeching at each other.
That's a fumble, isn't it? Because it's under 50. Let me just check your character sheet though. Like some of them have gone a bit odd.
I'm listening at door and I fall into hallway.
So yeah, you maybe get a bit too close, trying to edge a bit closer as you're trying to listen, so to get too close to the point that they both look round and stop talking, and Mrs. Federigo sort of glares. She says, "I told you to wait."
I'm waiting here. I'm waiting for you. I was looking for you.
Right, and then Kendall, the daughter, she says, "Mother, I'm sick to fucking death of this bourgeois shit." And she kind of turns and storms off down the corridor, pushing violently shoves you out of the way and disappears into that room, that room with the open door, and the door slams shut. You can see Carol Federigo. She's just like fuming, like teeth grinding her teeth, and she takes another draw on a cigarette and then just like throws a tumbler of vodka against the wall, smashing it against the wall.
Nice. Is there anything any way I can help you? Is there a problem? Obviously there is.
It's as if she doesn't sort of acknowledge you, or that you're there at first, and she's kind of told that silly little bitch not to invite Manson and his friends to this party. And she just couldn't resist, because she just couldn't fucking resist. She said, I didn't spend 3 months planning this fucking party for my daughter to invite a bunch of dirt cake freaks, and that fucking husband of mine doing nothing to hide the fact that he's a hippie hard-on for those two he's hanging off. And she grabs one of the staff that just happens to be walking past the end of the corridor, grabs him and snatches a bottle of vodka off him and just starts swigging from the bottle.
So I did know I did know your daughter was mixing with that lowlife.
Oh yeah, and Roy's done fuck all, because all he's interested in it gets him more action.
Well, I can have a word with this person for you to tell him to leave your daughter alone.
Well, I'm not paying you for that, Mister.
No, I mean you can pay me if you're really concerned about your daughter's welfare. I'd be more than happy to intervene and sort the problem out for you.
Well,
If your husband's not willing to do it, I'll certainly step in. Maybe he'll listen to me being ex-law enforcement. I'm quite persuasive.
well, I'll certainly bear that in mind. That's an interesting offer, Mister Miller. But I believe you have some information for me.
Yes, you might want to take a seat. Is there somewhere we can go?
Right, she sort of half staggers down the corridor, like pulling her high heels off as she goes, and she opens the door, which as you catch up to it, it's clearly it looks like the master bedroom, and she goes in and
No.
She goes.
You haven't shared her picture, have you?
Oh no! This is
Going to the bedroom. She's getting undressed. I don't think so.
You go, big lad.
there she is.
First one taken for the team this evening.
Actually, she's not as bad as I remember.
So
some of that Jack Daniels or vodka what she's drinking.
She kind of like drops down onto the end of the bed, takes another swig from the bottle, and kind of it goes to put it down, but it just falls over and starts glugging out onto the carpet, onto this expensive carpet that's probably worth more than you earn in a month.
Well, I'll pick the bottle up so it doesn't totally spill out everywhere.
So, Mr. Miller, what is the devastating news? Not that I couldn't fucking guess that piece of shit.
Have I? Can we say I've taken photos?
Yeah.
I do have photography skills, so I'll just give her the details that I've been following him. He's meeting with lots of women, but I think you know that already, and then I'll break the harder news about him getting a bit friendly with a couple of young men. So, have I got photos of them actually doing?
Yeah, that's up to you.
Well, I would need evidence, wouldn't I? So
Yeah.
maybe what's he been doing? Has he been going into hotels with them, motels, or?
Well, you from hotels, from expensive hotels to cheap motels to around the back of round the alleyways behind Escape, and you name it.
He's done it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry to break the news to you, and then I'll show the.
Ease her in gently though. Don't go straight to the telescopic
No,
lens to the
I've
bedroom
started
window.
with what she knows about the women, but
Yeah, but
there's no brace yourself.
Okay, so
I'll offer her a
comes the
drink
leather.
after I've told her. I'll give her the bottle.
So she takes the bottle and she starts flicking through these pictures. You can see her face getting redder and redder as she goes through them. You get so she's just absolutely fuming. And after she doesn't even get else. Maybe she gets halfway through this part of these photos, and you're still giving her the gory details. And she just suddenly suddenly gets to her feet, shoved this bottle into your hand, she right, and she just storms off, knocking you out, almost knocking you out of the way as she shoulders past you.
So I'm now in her bedroom.
Yes, you're in her bedroom. Yes.
I could go and see how her daughter is, but I'm not being paid to be concerned for her, so I'll follow her. I don't want her to commit murder, so I'll run after her.
Okay. Very well. All right. So what's Mr. Kilminster doing? Back out at the side of the pool. So the band members, the members of the Doors of Perception, they've kind of they've wandered off to get ready for their set, as it's getting close. It's getting close to midnight now. So they're due to come on just before midnight.
I've just got myself a new bottle.
Okay.
Of Jack, and I'm a bit pissed off about Charlie. It's pissed me off because he was giving me the eyeball from across the. Well, he was sort of looking at that girl that I was with and sort of giving her some sort of signal or whatever. She weren't happy with me. I'm not happy with him, so it's pissed me off. So I've gone to sort of look for him, but not aggressively look for him.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing if I can see him through the crowd.
So it's easy to find. I mean, in fact, as you're making a point of looking for him, you notice him moving through the crowd and constantly intercepting young members of the young people at the party who it becomes pretty clear are members of this. Some of his hangers on, is members of this of his family. These hangers on, and and you can see them. They all almost stalking around the perimeter of the party, almost like predators looking. As if they're targeting particular people, and as you watch them going about, you can see they seem to pick out people who were involved in possibly involved in, look like they might be involved in the music industry, that or might have and politicians as well. Looking for people with. Who potentially might have influence and power, and the men and the women, they drape themselves over these people and ply them with drinks and drugs. On occasion, you notice, at least once or twice, you notice them offering these acid tabs.
Do I notice anyone who's taken?
So you see one person accept one, and they kind of sort of in an embrace with one of these girls, and she kind of puts the tab on her tongue and puts it in, as the kiss, she transfers it to him. And you recognise this kid. You recognise this person. In fact, it's Jake Hill. He's a friend of Cliff Bluff's.
Jake Hill.
Jake Cahill. J Cahill. Jay Cahill. So he takes this offer, and she kind of just hangs from his neck for a while and smiles and whispers something to him, and then just wanders off into the crowd again. And you see Jay come. He saunters over to one of the tables with his drinks laid out, and he pours himself a healthy glass of whiskey sour. In his spot, she goes, "Hey man, hey Lem," says, "Where the fuck is Cliff?"
Not seen Cliff. How you feeling, Jay?
Yeah, it's feeling good, man, feeling good.
What's Charlie have to say to you?
I don't want anything to do with that lunatic. He's a crazy. Yeah. He's crazy, man. You've certainly got some hot chicks, though, man.
Yeah, I'll give him that. But hey, what's he say to you?
Just asking names, asking for poops. See, just asking who I knew inside in the business.
Alright. He seems to be nosying about a bit.
Yeah, well, from what I hear, he's got delusions of having a musical career.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah, have you heard him play? Oh God!
I won't call it playing. It's just random noises. He's a bit of a weird one. So watch yourself anyway, Jane.
Yeah, so says here if you see Cliff, tell him I'm looking for him. He's a fucking idiot.
Is he here? Is Cliff here?
Yeah, he was here. He came with me. You saw him?
I've not seen Cliff.
You've not seen Cliff?
No, I can't remember. Man,
man, he's fucking looking all over for him. I can't find him anywhere. So he kind of like sort of pats you roughly on the shoulder and staggers off. What, has anybody seen Cliff?
Shit. I walk off and I sort of go look for Cliff, see if he's about.
Okay.
See if I can see him. See if I can see him anywhere.
So meanwhile, James and Chris, you find yourselves on the balcony terrace. So you kind of get a couple of drinks and manoeuvre past all these gossipy couples and a haze of cigarette and joint smoke, and you climb the steps onto this wide flagstone tiled broad balcony that overlooks the courtyard and the pool and and over in the far corner there's a big hot tub. And you sit down next to a man with nursing a glass of whiskey and a guitar. Introduces himself as Hank Samsonite.
Yeah, evening, Hank. How's things swinging for you, man?
Could be better, man. It's been a dead night.
They started too early. That's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, I thought I played a good set, but clearly no one else thought so.
That's what I said. When you don't pace yourself, you know, we've got the rest of the night to go, and everyone's like already off their trolleys before midnight.
I think I'm going to start drowning me sorrows in a second. Just forget it all. And...
Don't give up, man. Never give up. What sort of style you play?
Pardon?
What sort of style do you play?
Anything, me. I'm a rock and roller, country boy. I play a bit of bluegrass, a bit of everything, me.
Yeah, I might get you on the show some evening, maybe live set.
Oh, that'd be excellent if you could. I mean, you know, I used to be a big success. I used to be the big seller, but then I don't know, the limelight I just didn't want the limelight anymore. But now I'm running out of cash, so I kind of need that record deal again.
You need that bread. You need that sweet bread to get life moving. Yeah, we do an open mic set on a Wednesday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll have to come down.
Like a business card. No. Give me a shout.
Oh, thanks.
Get it set up. But don't give up. Never give up.
Never surrender.
You got a drink? You want a drink? I've got a drink. Want some weed? I've got some weed.
Drink will do me fine.
Okay, so while you sat
Another.
Sharing drinks and talking, the Carol Federigo comes storming across along the balcony with this. How was Chris Miller dressed? I didn't actually ask.
Probably not as far out as most of the people here. I'd be in a suit, but more of a work suit, I suppose, but of a 60s variety.
Okay.
And I just look like my picture. Got a beautiful moustache, nice curly hair,
And an amazing shirt.
Yeah, and I'm rushing after this Carol.
Yeah, so yeah, you see this like suit. Yeah, this guy kind of looks out of place with the rest of the guests as he hurries along, maybe a short distance behind Mrs. Federigo.
Maybe I'm chasing her.
So you can see that she's heading towards Rory, who is still in the arms, still in the grasp of this young man, this young woman. And as he sees his wife coming towards him, he kind of like disentangles himself. Goes, Carol, you fucking piece of shit! And she just like whines and brings back her out, just whines back and just slaps him clean across the face. Just sort of almost so hard that he almost spins on the spot. Just, whoa, there. Says, what's your deal? You fucking dirty piece of shit, Rory. And she just starts ranting and raving at him. And while as you kind of, Chris, as you kind of get closer, one of Manson's crowd sort of almost seem to almost purposely collide with you with this this serving tray of like canapes, and just like push and just like upends them and squashes the whole thing and shit. Enjoy it, canapes, pig. And by the time she's moved out of the way, Rory's sort of like got away from his wife, and he staggers towards Pug, and he's shouting. He's got his hands up. Everybody! He's like, he heads over to the stage, staggers and falls into the pool at one point, and laughing, and he sort of like drags himself out, just like completely drenched, and he almost crawls up onto the stage and like climbs up the mic. Everybody, attention! It's almost midnight, folks. It's almost the new year. We've got a special surprise for you tonight. Says there's some of you know that earlier this year I signed the Doors of Perception to the Monolith Records, my label, the best label in Hollywood, and these fine gentlemen, come up here, James and Rory. And they calls up the band, get up on the stage and like carrying up the instruments. And saying, it starts tapping the microphone. Says, this thing's still on. Says, so to see us out the new year, we've got the James and his band, the Doors Perception. They're going to play us out with People Are Strange. Something like that. I don't think I can mention that. People are weird when you're a weirdo. That's the take on it. So they're going to play us out with a new song. People are weird when you're a weirdo. Just hit the top 10 last week. So there's a round of applause, and he can like sort of staggers off and slips and falls off the stage, and like
the copyright gods have been appeased.
as he's clapping. And as he like sort of like picks himself up, all the crowd around the pool sort of like sort of starts cheering enthusiastically. And the band take the stage and strike up their latest hit single.
A couple of years early as well, just for us.
yeah.
Are you not playing their latest hit single for us?
No. No, unfortunately. It's this. What are you on about? It's this one. It's let me see. It's here we go. If it's going to start, there we go. This is it. I'm sure it is. Okay, so like I said, most of the guests sort of surge forward, surrounding the stage. In the enthusiasm, quite a few fall into the swimming pool. There's some sitting on in float. Despite the cold, there's people sat or stood drinking the pool, sat on inflatables. And yeah, with a few exceptions, almost everybody is like congregates around the stage. And as the band goes on, like I say, it slowly reaches midnight, and there's a crescendo. It's like fireworks start streaking across the sky, all across the Hollywood Hills, as the band comes, brings a song to a close, and as they do, the crowd's attention is drawn by the screaming voice of Mrs. Federigo. Oh, as you look round, she's rounded on Charlie Manson. Says, "You get the hell out of my house! I have no idea. I told my daughter not to invite you, dirty piece of shit." And Charles is like just kind of stood there, not saying anything, just kind of looking at her, just totally cool, playing it cool. You get off my property right now. I don't want to see you or your junky friends ever again. And take this piece of shit that are clinging on to my husband. And he just kind of turns without saying a word and heads off towards the side gate that Chris Dean came in, found his way in through. And he pauses at the gate and looks round over at Kendall, and she just like shoves her mother aside and runs over to Manson, links arms with him, and they disappear through the side gate. And she's just shouting. Her mother, Carol's just like shouting, screaming, "Don't you dare come back if you're going to leave with that piece of shit."
Happy families.
Got to love her.
So meanwhile, Rory is goes staggering off towards the hot tub with a young girl, young guy he's been hanging around with all evening, and they're like almost dive into this hot tub, and there's like a bottle of whiskey each, and popping like the woman, she like pops like popping pills underneath his tongue. And you can all make a spot hidden roll. So the hot tub's kind of just off to one side from just one end of the pool, and the band. So the doors of perception, they're like finishing up the set and coming off the stage. And quite a lot of the guests are like sort of milling around them, trying to get like sort of a few groupies and people trying to get their autographs and talking to them. So not many people paying much attention to Rory.
Too busy cleaning shit off my suit.
Yeah. So yeah, looking past as Carol Federigo, she's kind of still fuming and being consoled by some of her female friends, and you had it right. You had it right, Carol. You should tell him. You should tell that piece of crap Rory, your husband, as well. And you can see there's something off about Rory. He's his face and his arms look swollen, almost as if he's had some kind of allergic reaction. And he seems oblivious at first, and he's kind of like he's sticking his tongue down the throat of this girl, this boy, this man as well, and they're like the hands and just groping just everywhere, and then he kind of like sort of leans back and he's clearly looks like he's having trouble breathing, and then suddenly this weird sort of rainbow pattern of pustules begins sprouting all around his eyes, his nose, his mouth, and his ears, just all over his face, and all over his chin, then all down his neck, and over on his chest and his arms. And as some of the staff, the domestic staff, light the stage of fireworks, and fireworks streak up in the whole barrage of fireworks streak up into the air, Rory his mouth just opens in this kind of silent scream as his body suddenly goes into spasms, and people start to look round, and Carol sort of looks and sort of starts taking a few steps towards him, and then stops as these pustules all over him burst, and this oily rainbow coloured fluid just starts to pour out and squirt out of these these buboes and pustules, and this rainbow foul. It smells like rotten, like death. Smells like rotten meat. You can smell it even from here. It all starts pouring from his mouth and pouring from his eye, from his eyes, from his ears and his nose, and
he's had an allergic reaction, a severe allergic reaction.
His skin, so it's arms are all swollen up, his chest is all swollen up, and the skin just starts to split and slough off, and as it splits, this rainbow coloured goo just pours out, and his body just starts to liquefy before your eyes.
Don't do drugs, kids.
And you can make a sanity check. Some of the guests start screaming. Some of them just fall to the floor, fall to the knees, vomiting.
I mean, everybody's drugged up and pissed up, probably apart from me. But I probably think I've been spiked.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah. Oh, that's. Oh. I look at the champagne flute
It's a normal Wednesday for me.
Okay, so if you pass it, you lose 1 point of sanity anyway, and collapse. Just collapse, just drop to your knees, or have to lean against, steady yourself against a nearby bar, and as you fight to keep the contents of your stomach where it should be. If you failed your sanity roll, you lose 1d4 plus 1 sanity.
Is Chris Miller immune to that, by the way?
Chris Miller,
as a policeman,
not to somebody liquefying him to turn into a pool.
I've not seen that before.
if you have consumed a large amount of alcohol or some drugs, you can have a bonus dice to your sanity roll. By the way, I did forget to mention that. So you can add a bonus. You can. So you can. So Lemmy, you can roll another 10 to go with your sanity check. So yeah, so you're a pass. So you just lose a 1 instead. So Christine, you lose 4 then. James, you lose 2. And what does Hank? Oh, Hank pass. Hank. Oh yeah. And Hank, you pass, so you just lose 1. So yeah, it's just, and he kind of just particularly, you notice particularly the parts of his body that are below the water, they dissolve far more rapidly than his upper
So he's
half.
a bath bomb.
Yeah, yeah. It kind of fizzes and but like to the point that it almost like 3 or 4 times faster. The rate, faster rate to the point that his lower half of his body just almost completely liquefies, and his upper torso just like slips down underneath the water, and this rainbow-coloured scum just spreads across the surface of the bubbling hot tub.
Is there anybody else in the hot tub? Because that's got to be nasty.
Yes. So there's these two like hippies. The man and the young woman. They're sort of in the back, and they both let out a like terrified, panicked scream as they both scramble out. So, the young guy, he sort of like he's out the hot tub first and runs in a panic towards the side gate, leaving these rainbow-coloured oily footprints behind him as he goes. But as the girl, as she tries to pull herself out, as she's pulling herself out the hot tub, you can see the lower half of her body is almost completely dissolved. Like organs are spilling out into this hot tub and dissolving as soon, and hissing, like frothing and hissing as soon as they hit the water in the hot tub. And she almost immediately expires. Just this like upper half of the torso and this liquefied end, rainbow-coloured, slimy trunk. Okay. As guests like just scatter in a panic